Buddhism, what is meant when we say mind, nāma, and heart? What are these terms? When are they interchangeable and when not? So, mind and nāma are pretty much interchangeable. I think we can say one is the English and one is the Pali. Mind is the English word, nāma is the Pali word, and they are interchangeable. The only difference is that the word mind is used by people who have got no understanding of what nāma is. And so the word mind might be used more conceptually or vague or in a way that doesn't really represent the true nature of mind, because people aren't really understanding how their mind works. So your average person on the street might equate mind just with thinking, for example, or mind with just intellect. They're not quite understanding all of the subtleties of what the mind can do. But in a Buddhist context, mind and nāma are the same. And what that means is that the mind is made up of very many moments arising and passing away, one after another, with no gap in between. It's extremely quick. One moment can only do one thing, can only know one thing. So whilst you all think that you're looking at me and hearing me at the same time, you're not. It's one after the other, very, very quickly. Or in 1 second, many thousands, hundreds of thousands of these mind moments, extremely quick. Each of these moments has consciousness and a collection of other mental factors. Consciousness just does the function of knowing the object. The other mental factors do other functions in the knowing of the object. Some of these mental factors arise in every single moment. So, for example, every moment has perception, which recognizes the object. Every moment has Vedana, which registers the object as being pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Every moment has Cetana, which is the sort of intentional doing part of the mind moment. So there's some mental factors that arise in every single moment. And then there's some mental factors that only arise in some moments. So for example, joy is only there in some moments. Aversion is only there in some moments. I think we all understand by now that mindfulness is only there in some moments. So there's also many mental factors that are only there in some moments. And different moments also have slightly different functions. So some moments might have the function of deciding which object gets the attention. Some moments might have the function of deciding what kind of attention that object gets. Will it be hated or loved or embraced, or what kind of attention will it get? Some moments just do the liking or do the hating. Some moments are resting moments. So different moments have different functions. So that collection of mind moments and mental factors is nāma, and it is what makes up what we conventionally call our mind. And the more coarse aspects of that process is what people in their everyday lives colloquially would think of as their mind. The heart in Buddhism, two meanings. So one is your anatomical, blood-pumping, mechanical, physical heart, and that is just the same as we would understand in science. It's a part of the body. It's to be discerned as being disgusting. We can use it as an object of our repulsiveness practice. And we also, was that funny? Yeah. So, the other way in which we use heart is for the heart base. And the heart base is technically some materiality that arises in the area of our physical heart, though it's not to do with our anatomical blood pumping heart, it's just in that area. That materiality is produced by karma, and it does the function of being the physical support for nāma. So if that materiality is not there, nāma cannot arise in that being. That being cannot have a mind. for the mind to arise in a physical being, that heart-based materiality needs to be there. Okay? So that's also the way in which we use heart base in the Dharma. It's the physical support for nāma to arise. It's a type of causality which is not intuitive to us because science doesn't have it, where the heart base is physical, it's material, and it is in a causal relationship with nāma, which has no physical characteristics whatsoever. So this heart base isn't touching it, it's not producing it, it's the support for it, even though one is physical and one is non-physical. So it's a strange type of causality, but it's very, very clear and distinctive and not too difficult to discern with a concentrated mind. So if you don't believe me, then develop concentration and give it a go. Okay? Yeah?
Is that specific to humans or other?
No.
What about an insect?
Also an insect has a heart-based materiality, yes. It's all beings apart from the immaterial Brahmas. They've got no materiality at all, they're a special case. But all of the beings that have a physical body, even the Rupa Brahmas, so first jhana Brahma, second jhana Brahma, for example, up to the fourth jhana, they've got a physical body, even though it's a very subtle one. They all have heart-based materiality. Ghosts, heart-based materiality. Mosquitoes, tiny little heart-based materiality. Yep. And this is discernible as well when you discern external Rupa. I can't wait to teach you. There's so much cool stuff in the Abhidhamma. Anything else on this? Yeah.
Does the heart base arise at conception?
Yes. Yes, it does.